champion AJ Anthony Joshua.
So danger you've now politicised Anthony, and he's now going to face months of attacks from human rights groups.
No, I think that's a decision that we made, which we knew the criticism we may face when we announced this, but we're following organisations which, pains me to say, are considerably bigger than Matchroom, who have been there, who have had success there, who have grown the sports there, and have actually had events that the general public in Saudi have absolutely loved, and international fans have loved as well. And it's our job to make sure that the fans in Britain are aware. It's very easy to attend this fight. You are issued a visa when you buy a ticket. Men, women, all welcome to this event. So the political questions, which are above my head, are one thing, but the answers that I can give you from an event perspective have to be answered, because a lot of the stuff that I'm seeing is actually incorrect in terms of the event and how accessible it will be. 9:30 UK start time for fans on the sofa, or a 6-hour flight, an entry into Saudi like that. So we've got to make sure that as many fans attend the event as possible.
Unless Anthony has any Israeli fans.
Well, again, that's one that's well beyond my head as a sports promoter. What I can tell you is, again, following in the footsteps of major organisations that have staged very, very huge events.
But you're falling back on what others have done. Do you as Matchroom have a set of morals? Like, if you've got any LGBT staff or any LGBT fans, if they were to go into the country, they could face persecution, prosecution for any actions.
Again, you're asking me questions that are more political based. I'm a sports promoter, and how I answer that is that they have a vision for the sport of boxing and a vision for sport. You either believe in that, or you think that has potential, or you refer to other stories, which I understand as well. But what I can tell you is, as a sports promoter, as someone who's promoting the sport of boxing, I believe that Saudi Arabia and other countries in that territory are going to be huge players in the sport of boxing. And I'm just, again, you say I'm leaning back on other promoters and other organisations. No, I'm just following the fact that there is potential for growth in this region.
But everything you say validates what Amnesty say, which is you're just involved in sports washing, you're giving cover to the Saudi state.
Sports washing, if you're creating huge events that the general public are enjoying and are actively growing in terms of participation, in terms of event experience, I don't understand that term, but what I do know is all the events that they've been running have been hugely accepted by the public, enjoyed by the public. And you will see when Joshua fights Ruiz in Saudi Arabia that the public will love this event. They will grow the sport of boxing in that region.
Assessment on whether.
Absolutely, we spoke. We don't just bowl into events. We're a huge organisation, not as huge as the other people that I mentioned. We spoke to all those people. We did our research. All those people had a fantastic experience, from an event experience, from a commercial experience, from a logistical experience, and we followed suit.
Are there any countries you wouldn't go to? Would you go to North Korea?
I don't believe there's been a demand for a fight in North Korea. I think that's a funny old question, but I think any country that is staging significant events as a sports promoter, you certainly have to consider if there's potential for growth in that region.